Hi Virgo, welcome to your 18 plus July 2020 tarot reading. If you're new here, this is how I do things. I do not pull the cards. I shuffle till the cards come out. I'll be doing a regular tarot deck first, then I get into two sexual tarot decks. Then I pull from a sexual oracle deck, and in that, each card that comes out has a zodiac sign attached to it, if you're into that. Then I pull from Twin Flame Shadows to see what's kind of going on under the surface. At this point in the reading, usually it's just confirmation of things that have already been talked about, which is always nice to get. And then to wrap it up, because some of these energies can be kind of heavy, I pull at the end twin flame messages from two different decks, which are kind of loving, lighthearted messages. To all my regular subscribers, hello. I know you have been waiting for this very patiently. As you know, a lot has been going on in my personal life, and I am trying to move through that and still be here for you guys too. So with that said, let's get into the energy of what is going on for you guys. Right away, I'm just feeling a lot of tension in my body, and my mouth got really dry. And I started coughing before the reading. So this can mean a lot of things, but I feel like for most of you, I just feel like you're going through a time in your life where the tension is high, or there's a lot of conflicts, or there's a lot of just like you can't relax. Maybe you're working extra hard. I don't know, but there's maybe your feelings aren't being communicated, which is adding to the tension that you're feeling in your life or relationship. These readings, you know, if you've been here before, are relationship readings. You know, we're getting into all the juicy, sexual, delicious stuff that's going on. Something happened here. Let me fix this. The Knight of Wands was flipped over in the deck. So this could be you and the Knight of Cups is right here. So you could be dealing with more than one person. It could be summertime. You could be having a lot of new people offering you sex and love. You could be choosing between two partners. One you feel an emotional attachment to, the other you feel sexually attracted to. I got to, there's like, you might be drinking more than normal, and I don't think it's like, I think it's like seasonal, like because it's summertime. Or I could be wrong. You could be totally drinking more because of all this tension, and just, it feels like a lot of Mars energy. So it could be just a lot of different masculine energies coming at you. You could just be feeling a lot of sexual frustration, but I'm feeling a lot of, just feels like high energy in all the ways, good and bad. So I hope you guys are having a good summer so far. It's been a roller coaster. Also, I am doing the videos now in order by how many likes there are. So if you guys want a chance to try to get to be at the top of the list next time, make sure you give this video a thumbs up. This happens sometimes, guys. The cards don't want to talk. Usually that just means there's a lot of stuff that's going on where things aren't being communicated. There's a lot of holding back with communication, your feelings, communicating your feelings, which could be why I'm feeling that Mars energy, like there's almost about to be an explosion, which could be a fight, an argument, conflict. It could be like sexually too, like tension's just high. Page of Swords. So you could be dealing with somebody who is a immature air sign. So Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. But this also could just be some really heavy spying. This being the first card out, I think some of you already are going to be aware that there's someone from your past who's watching you or spying on you, checking your social media. This is the kind of person too who like says things they don't mean, like to hurt your feelings. They understand the power of words in an immature way. They use it in a way to kind of like be destructive, is what I'm feeling today for this energy. So you may not be speaking to this person because of that. You're just like over it. You're done. So they're looking in. Guys, these cards don't want to talk. So now, yeah, we have the 5 of Coins. This is somebody feeling left out in the cold. Left behind. It's feeling like an immature energy to me. This is Mercury and Taurus too. And I'm just feeling there's something about like the way that they communicate is immature. Now we have the 10 of Cups. Which is like a complete contrast to what I was feeling in the beginning of this. So you guys literally could have left behind somebody or like broke up with somebody. I'm getting a storyline too for some of you where this is like a baby mom or baby dad or somebody who's like trying to reach out for money as far as like for child support, or they're like feeling like they need more, or they're not getting enough support, or somehow they're getting left behind. And they're like reaching out to you and being like petty and immature because they're feeling unstable. So that could be a dynamic for some of you guys. But I'm feeling like you are in this energy of this 10 of Cups, okay? This is Mars energy. This is Mars and Pisces, so you could be dealing with a Pisces. But this is like legacy. This is you being emotionally fulfilled. This is a feel-good card. This is a happy family card. This energy is warm, it's loving, it's caring. So I don't know if this is you moving away from this cold energy, not talking to someone, leaving someone behind, and you're in this energy of just feeling so much better since you left this person behind, but the person you left behind is still like being really petty and immature, and you're just not having it anymore. Maybe before you would like play into it or like engage, but I'm just feeling like you're not anymore. You're like focusing on feeling good about your life, and maybe your loyalty is now to yourself or another connection or something like that. But I'm definitely feeling there's some sort of separation here, or like leaving someone behind. I'm going to get right into this to see what else is going on. This is the Sexual Magic Tarot. This also I'm getting could be like some of you feel like people are like trying to get handouts from you or like taking advantage of you. Excuse me. And it's like you're trying so hard to focus on yourself and feeling good, but it's just, it feels like almost like a nagging energy. Like something is annoying you. I'm hearing it's fucking with your stability. That's literally how I heard it. Somebody's trying to fuck with your stability. I'm feeling like it's petty, childish games. And I just heard fucking with your money. Okay. And if somebody's trying to mess with your emotions, you know, that gets, you know, in your head, and your thoughts affect your emotions. And then if you're emotionally not okay, everything else is not okay. Your money's not okay. Your happiness is not okay. And I feel like somebody really knows that maybe they have that effect on you, or they're trying really hard to. As you can see, the cards want me to keep shuffling them. I'm feeling like a nervous energy now come over me. Like my hands feel like they're shaking. This could be causing a lot of anxiety and stress for somebody, because it is messing with your stability and your happiness and your family or your legacy or your... Feels competitive. There's something here about acceptance. I'm feeling like this is maybe somebody that you are going to have to deal with moving forward. Like maybe that's why it feels so like you're on edge, because this is an energy that like they're not going anywhere. For example, if it's an ex and you have kids with them or whatever, like they're not going anywhere. And somehow somebody's given their power over to this energy, and if you just surrender it and accept that this person isn't going anywhere and not let them affect you the way they have in the past, it'll change. But it's like almost the dread of knowing that they're going to be there forever is kind of like making you feel defeated. Is that the right word? So you have the Six of Cups. So I feel like this is definitely somebody from your past. In this deck, it means memories. You can see here this woman is looking in this mirror and she's seeing a couple in the mirror, okay? This could mean either this is somebody having memories of someone from their past, or this is somebody from your past and maybe you're now in a new relationship and they feel sad about it or whatever, so they're trying to sabotage it. What did I say in the beginning? We have the Fool here too, and this in this deck means erotic outbursts. So that's that Mars energy I'm feeling, which is like the Tower, but it feels like that to me, like somebody wants to explode like in a sexual way. And I feel like they've walked away from this person from the past onto something new, and somebody's just trying to cause drama, trying to mess with somebody's Ten of Cups. Because then we have the Strength card coming out. This is, you know, a woman holding on to this beast, trying to tame it. I feel like somebody's trying to do that, Virgo. In this deck, it means dominion. It's like almost somebody feels like they have ownership over you, or you belong to them, or they're used to having some sort of power over you, which is what I'm feeling. Like somebody is used to being able to be like a puppet master with your feelings, your emotions, and it affects everything in your life. And you're either aware of that or you're not. And it feels so defeating because it feels like this is somehow a person that's not going anywhere for whatever reasons. We have the Two of Cups on the bottom of the deck, which in this deck means involvement. So this either has to do with you being involved with a new person, so they're trying to somehow grasp on for some sort of control or power because they feel like everything is so out of control. So you were involved with them in the past, or this is all has to do with you being involved with someone new and it's just created all this stuff and chaos in their life, and they're trying to get some sort of control over the situation, or to see if they somehow can still win you back, or and I feel like somebody here is really trying hard to stay strong, because this is really affecting someone so much. Like, I'm having a hard time talking. I don't know if you guys can notice that, but it's like I can almost not find the right words to say to explain how I'm feeling. So somebody's feeling that way. Like if they even try to explain it, they're not going to be understood. You could be dealing with a Leo, an Aries, Taurus, Pisces, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. So weird. When I do readings, usually I just get like flooded with things so rapidly that I feel a rush, like I need to hurry up and get it all out. Right now, I just feel like I have nothing left to say. And somebody here just has nothing left to say. Like, somebody is so done with somebody, and maybe that's why they're freaking the fuck out. It's because like this was like the final straw. Like, you're done with the games, you're done with all this. Like, you're not playing the game anymore, you're done, and somebody's really freaking out. And I feel like this desperation for one person, but for another person, they're just like so done with it. Like, you're no longer going to control me. I feel like somebody thought they were going to have you forever, or like they were going to marry you, they were going to have a family with you, they were going to have kids with you, all of those things. Like, somehow you were going to end up back together if you were on and off, and like they just thought that's how things were going to end up, and that's not the case. And somebody's really on edge about it. I think someone here is fantasizing about sex too, with you from the past. Somebody will be having a hard time like imagining you having the kind of sex you had with them with somebody else. Like, that brings up some serious Mars energy in them. Like, they're ready to fight. They're that kind of energy. And I think there's some sort of regret or guilt. They feel really bad about the way that they acted or the way that they are acting. Like, I feel like it's like they lose control, and then they do feel bad about it. I do feel some sort of remorse or regret here, or guilt, but it's like they can't help it. That's why it feels like immature to me, like somebody's emotionally immature. It's like they say things they regret, they do things they regret, and they just feel like they can't help it. They have no control, and it just keeps digging them deeper and deeper in a hole that they just can't get out of. And now their person is moved on and is happy with somebody else. And they're trying so hard to hold on for dear life. These cards, guys, don't just want to talk. They don't want to talk. Here we go. Eight of Swords. This showed up in the last reading I did, which was Capricorn. So you could be dealing with a Capricorn. But this is a person who's, watching. You see this man, he's watching, he's acting like he doesn't care, but he does care. You know, he's looking with one eye, you know, the side stare, but he's sweating it, okay? But is acting like they're not. So this is just like putting on a face for people. But the person you're dealing with and this person know that they're crazy. Like, this makes them crazy. Like, they're acting crazy. But they're like, oh, no, I don't even care. Like, I don't care about that person. I'm sweating it. This person's a hoe. This person's a slut. This person's this. They're dirty. I never even, like, that kind of energy. But really, like, they are keeping tabs. They are watching. They know what you're doing. They are sweating it. They're worried because you moved on to something new. And you're happy. And they feel left out in the cold, and they thought that somehow, some way, they were going to end up with you. And right now, it seems like you have your forever with someone else, and they are sweating it, and they're trying to act like they don't. Maybe this person just needs to accept their truth, or speak their truth, own their truth, instead of trying to pretend. But they feel, you know, like they don't see a way out, you know. They're really sweating it. Like, this is forever. Feels like forever. Like, they don't see a way out. Somebody who also, I'm feeling like they worked really hard, either at this relationship or they do work really hard, and they just feel like nothing seems to work out. It's a kind of a very negative thinking attitude I'm getting from this. And then we have the Hanged Woman. Yeah, I mean, have a look. A lot of attention from other men, which I felt way in the beginning. Like, somebody here is getting a lot of attention. So if you're like a newly single person, and like a lot of people have had their eye on you, and you always had a boyfriend or something like that, you were always in a relationship, you always thought you were going to stay with that person forever, and you ended up breaking up, and now everybody's like, oh my God, so-and-so's single, they're so hot, you know, I want to date them, whatever. It's that kind of energy where it's like you have a lot of options you could pick from, and somebody else doesn't. And that makes them really nervous, because they may have said things to you while you were in the relationship, like nobody else will be with you, or nobody else would put up with that, or a very negative, like they talk down kind of, and that's not actually the reality. Maybe you believed that too at some point. I don't know if this person is actually even taking action towards any of these people. This may be a person who actually is just really happy being single and alone after being in a relationship for a really long time. And maybe there's like a lot of flirting, and there's a lot of like, oh my God, this one's hot, this one's hot. But it just feels, I'm feeling a sense of freedom. And maybe you are just happy being free from a relationship and being single, and being able to flirt and talk to other people and explore your options, date people, have sex with other people. I mean, it just feels like a weight off the shoulders, which in the beginning of this reading, I just felt like all this tension. So there could be issues with like jealousy here. I'm getting for some of you too, and this isn't for everybody, guys. Take what resonates. Don't make a story fit that doesn't fit. There's so many people watching these videos, like it's the whole story's not going to be yours, but if it is, that's awesome. But I'm feeling like there is some sort of abuse here, and it could be physical, it could be emotional, it could be mental. But I'm feeling like that immature energy, and even like the talking down to and trying to make someone feel bad about themselves and their body too. I'm getting like, maybe you have a really great ass, and your boyfriend has put in your head that like you don't have an ass at all, or you don't have a great ass, but really you do. But you've started to believe that about yourself. And now you're away from this energy, and you're hearing it again, like, oh my God, your body's amazing, or you're so beautiful, or your ass, you have such a great ass. I don't know why the ass is coming up a lot. That's for somebody, but, and you just didn't really realize how much this person affected you by the way that they talked to you, or the way they treated you, or that kind of thing. So for some of you, it actually could have been like somebody put their hands on you, okay? But if they didn't, I'm feeling there is some sort of level of abuse here. The Fool is out here twice. So I am feeling like this has something to do with somebody just feeling free and single after being in a very dominating relationship where somebody was very controlling, or somebody had power over you, or you just felt that way, okay? But you've walked away from that. Some of you, I feel like, are in a new connection. Some of you are just happy with just being free from it, or single from it, or like singular from whatever this was, like away. You're not attached to it anymore. This could have come after like a long time of just being unsure if you were going to make that step forward. For some of you, I feel like you are leaving a family. And you're going to be single. There's this energy of like, there's some sort of transformation that happened, and I'm feeling like the transformation was like on a personal level. Like you went through a transformation and you are making the decision after of a long time to finally walk away from something that you felt trapped and stuck in for a long time. Some of you might have stayed in a relationship because you just feel like somebody else has a lot of options and you don't. But I'm feeling like somebody here is really bored and there's some sort of transformation, but there's definitely an issue here with the negative self-talk. And I'm getting really lower back pains, like root chakra issues. I feel like somebody here struggles with, stability, like those foundation type issues. And maybe that's the negative self-talk has to do with that. Like, this scarcity mindset, or that if you leave this relationship, you're going to have nothing. So you feel better staying in the relationship. Some of you may be feeling like you're old, and I'm hearing like crusty. Maybe your person's much younger and more attractive. There's something here about like being bummy. I don't know. On the bottom of the deck, we have Temperance. So some of you guys could just be trying to find balance. I'm feeling like for some people, this has to do with like mental stability over like stability. Like you have negative thought patterns and you are trying to find a balance. Some of you could be, if you left something, you moved on from it and you're just feeling happier and free and all of those things we've already said, but you're healing. And you are not, I got an itch in my nose, like in my nose. And you are not moving towards anything yet. You're happy to just be single and flirting and having attention from other people. It makes you feel good about yourself. And you're just going to take time to heal. And you don't really want to go into another relationship. Underneath that, we have Justice. So some of you may be actually like dealing with a divorce, or I heard flirting with the idea of divorce because you feel like something is dead, but you're not seeing a way out. You're feeling trapped. You could be dealing with a Libra. You could be dealing with Sagittarius, Aries we had here again, Pisces. I feel like some of you aren't talking about this either because you're just waiting for the right time to like communicate this. I'm feeling like some of you are feeling like you're not getting enough sex. And this is this pent up Mars energy I'm feeling. You could just be unsatisfied with your sex life. Some of you may be feeling like your sex life is like if you are single, but you're not. You're in a relationship. Oh, what is going on? Itch in my nose, guys. Sorry. And I really just want to... What else am I getting here? I'm feeling strongly that this has, like, I'm talking to a woman who has a lot of options, or I'm talking to a man who is like fear or scared because they feel like someone they're interested in has a lot of options. I am so sorry. It's like I can't even not like do it. It's bothering me so much. I'm going to move on to this deck now. This is the Sexual Oracle deck, and in this deck, each card here is going to have a sign attached to it, either Mars or Venus. So I always love this, getting into this. This is the good stuff. If you guys are interested in the reading so far, this is the kind of reading that, you know, I love to do and I'll be doing moving forward. So please make sure you subscribe and give this video a thumbs up, so that the more thumbs up, the closer you can be to the winner. I think Pisces is winning already, and I put that up not yesterday, maybe the day before. So help your sign out. Even if you're a cross watcher and you're just here because you're, you know, that Page of Swords creeping, still should give it a thumbs up so you can know all your juicy details. I feel like somebody's really numbing out too. Like somebody just might be drinking a lot, trying to just get through this phase. This could just be a phase in a relationship. So somebody's just like, fuck it, having a drink when they come home from work, trying to accept how things are. Not all of you, this is going to be an ending, you know. You could be with a partner right now who's just feeling like they need their freedom. They need to go out on adventures. They need to travel. They need to explore this. If there's an age gap, that's, yeah, that happens. If one person's older and one's younger, one person feels like, you know, they didn't live enough. Those kinds of issues, you know. So you could just be like trying to deal with your partner who's wanting this new freedom to like go out. And you know what's crazy, guys, is like, for people like a Virgo, where you don't mind being home, you like to be home, to get to a place where you feel like you just need to like burst out of your house and travel and go somewhere, you know, that says a lot. And we're in a time right now where there's not even the freedom to do that. So somebody could just be really missing their freedom. You could have thought you're always a person who just like, I like to stay home, I enjoy being home. And now you're realizing like, no, like I need to get the hell out of here. Like I'm losing my shit. And somebody could just be really trying to keep their patience and stay balanced, dealing with their partner who's like freaking the fuck out because they just like need to get out and go have fun. And I'm feeling this urge to like want to go drink and party and meet people and talk to people. And you may even just be wanting attention from other people. Like you may be missing that. You may be missing people telling you how beautiful you are. You may be missing people complimenting you. You may be missing, you know, the flirting and this and that. So take it how it resonates, guys. I feel like somebody feels like just so beat down, you know, like I don't know how much longer I can deal with this. I don't know how much more I can take. This also feels to me like two very different energies. Like one person is very just like mellow, unemotional kind of energy. And then one person's like a wild child. Like they go out, they get a lot of attention. They're noticed a lot. People love them. They're a people person. The other person is just kind of like a, oh my gosh, a fly on the wall, or like a wallflower compared to their partner. Oh my gosh, I'm going to take all of these, and a whole pile came out, and I do that too, guys. Like, I take them if they come out because they're meant to be here. So, there's no, like, that's too many. Not for these. First card out, we have Slow Death. And this is Venus in Taurus. It says, ignoring the red flags, sex is not the same. There's a sense of a disconnection and isolation. We all are going through this. I feel like everyone feels like they're dying a slow death. I know I'm itching to like go out and dance on a bar. Like losing it, people. Like set up my own club in my backyard or something. We have Mars Mars in Sagittarius. It says kiss and tell. Sexcapades are made known. Likes to brag about their conquests, and somebody who is in it to score. During this reading, I'm getting a lot of energy too, just like about like oral sex. Okay, like there's this, but you know, the Hanged Woman here, the Emperor, the Fool there. Somebody could be dealing with an Aries, which, yeah, that's probably most definitely somebody's dealing with an Aries, because we have the Fool out here, but I just said the Emperor by accident. Fire, fire. And then the Temperance card here. I just feel like there's a lot of like mouth innuendos in this reading. Somebody could just have a great mouth, great lips, gives a great blowjob, is the bomb at going down, just has great skills with that. But this feels very like Aries energy, you know? Even though it says Sag, I guess fire sign would be a better way to say it, but like where somebody would do that, like brag. Past issues. This is Venus in Aquarius. It says past experiences are affecting the sex life, repeating past sexual mistakes, and can't let go of the past. This for me just feels like confirmation. In the beginning, that was the strongest energy that I was picking up on. Somebody was like in regret, guilt about stuff they've done in the past. And somebody's just like drowning in their emotions over it. This is a person too who just makes the same mistake over and over again. Like it's not a mistake if you keep making the same choice. Now we have Mars in Libra. This is dirty sex. It says the dirtier the better. Lots of bodily fluids everywhere. Juices and anything dirty turns them on. This is to me like drinking, partying, somebody who likes drunk sex because they feel freer or less held back when they're intoxicated, like they're out of their head more. But this person likes it dirty, which I was hearing a bum. So this could just be somebody who you feel like people view as dirty too, like that you just think that they're dirty. Pay attention to the red flags. That's just a message for those of you out there who are feeling this, okay? Then we have balance. Okay, so that's with Temperance out here, and then Justice, and now we have this. So this is Venus in Capricorn, and it says balancing emotions and desires, good sexual matching, integrating healthier sexual behavior patterns. Why am I so itchy all of a sudden? Who is itchy? Stop it. Put some lotion on. I'm like dying over here. And what the hell is going on with my nostril on the left side? This to me can be a really amazing energy. This is somebody who you match with energetically, sexually, okay? You have good sexual energy together. This person awakens a part of you, and the other person awakens a part of the other person. It's like Kundalini rising. It's a good energy match. It's amazing sex. It's can bring on that Mars energy of jealousy and all of those things, because a person can feel like, oh my God, if somebody else has them, they're going to have that experience too, but that's not the case. Yes, they can be amazing in bed and have great sex, but this is usually when two matches of energy, I feel, come together. This is like sacred sexuality. This is like the energy, you can do like some sex magic with that energy. It's unlike anything you've ever had before, which is why it makes people crazy, because it keeps bringing you guys back together. It's like sexual union to me. That's like that card. Dominion. This is Mars and Scorpio. Kinky sex with lots of dominant sex positions, choking, hair pulling, possibly pleasure pain, dom sub. This card always, I feel like, you know, these are the dynamics that could be going on here. This could be new for somebody. This could be somebody trying new things with all this full energy out here, trying new things sexually with somebody, having the freedom to try new things. This also always makes me want to mention tattoos, leather, somebody having tattoo on their back, thigh, butt. Again, I'm feeling like this is like some transformative sex. This is someone where you had sex with them and it's changed your life. Okay. Now we have Venus in Leo. This is the flow. Something's going on here. Excuse me. Leo again. This is going with the flow, having sex with no expectations, and carefree attitude towards sex. Yeah, it's just feels like freedom. Maybe somebody's just missing the freedom to go be a hoe, you know? And I don't mean that in a bad way. Or it's somebody just trying to accept the situation that's happening here right now. Okay. Venus in Pisces, this is religious factors. It says one lover is more spiritual than the other. Sexual decisions are based on spiritual beliefs. Sexual union lacks a spiritual foundation. So to me, this is like one person's awakened, the other person isn't yet. Or this could be one person's awakened and you came together with your, you know, had some sexual union, the real deal. And now it's awakened some things in you. And you're trying to go with the flow, but you're freaking the fuck out. This also could be somebody who feels stuck in a relationship or something because, like, their religion, you get married, it's forever. But you wish you could have your freedom to go towards this pull you're feeling. Or it could be the complete opposite. This just, there's no... I can't explain it until you experience it, guys. When you come together with someone and you have, like, a sacred union sexually, and it's a spiritual experience. It's pleasure, passion. You go to another dimension. It's something you've never experienced till you experience it. It's beautiful. And it's so funny because this is just coming in now. You know, the Virgos, I love you guys. You know, you are the virgin and the whore. You know, you have to be both of those things. You have to be the balance of both of those things to be having true happiness and to be on your way. And, you know, that's not a path that a lot of people can walk in life, okay? But you have to be fluid and go with the flow and be able to embrace both of those things about yourself. And maybe there's somebody here who when they were younger, they had a belief system put in their head. Like if somebody was like boy crazy or something like that, and they had a parent that was like, oh, you're a hoe, you're this or whatever. You can't be like that. And you didn't really understand it, but it kind of stayed with you. But you have these thoughts and desires to want to go experience different people and other partners and have sex, and it means something more to you. But a lot of people would perceive your behavior as like careless, or, you know, you're being promiscuous, or there's no value in the sex you're having. But for a Virgo, it's kind of who you are. Like you're this person who comes off one way and then in the bedroom you're a completely different way. And it's unexpected by people. But people could just be judging your behavior. Like the girl at school that everyone calls a slut because she like made out with a few boys And that's just like, holy shit. You know what I mean? Like now as an adult, you're like, what the fuck's the big deal? You know what I mean? But when you're younger and people say that about you, you know, it changes your life. It makes you look at yourself in a negative way and have that negative self-talk when really it's a kiss. Like, let's be real here. Which is funny that we have kiss and tell here. Anyway, I'll stop ranting. You get the point. It's just, there's this sense of just being comfortable with who you are, or learning to be comfortable with who you are and not caring what other people think or what other people say, and just going after your happiness, your freedom. And it's different for everybody, and we need to stop judging other people and pushing our agendas on people, because we all are here to go on a different path. And it's not ours to say it's right or wrong, or we all have different lessons to learn. And we need the freedom to be able to go experience those things so we can grow and learn and be who we're meant to be. But if we feel like we don't have the freedom to even be ourselves, to go have those experiences and learn the lessons we're meant to learn because everyone else is too busy telling us it's wrong or right or go left or go this way, it can feel like you're trapped and stuck, like you just are dying this slow fucking death, okay? Go with the flow. What else do we have for Virgo? I'm also getting your idea of a relationship can be so much different. Excuse me, guys. My hair. Can be so much different than what is like acceptable. You know, like a person who wants more than one partner, a person who's okay with having an open relationship, a person who's okay with their person hooking up with other people as long as they don't have sex, or, you know, there's a sense of freedom that you feel comfortable with to give your partner that wouldn't necessarily be normal for most people. So people like talk shit on it, but like it doesn't bother you. Because you feel okay with who you are. Like, you know they're not going anywhere. And that can be really hard for some people to do, is just give people the freedom to be who they really are. And that's real love. When you love someone enough to be who they are and trust them, that's love. It's not trying to have ownership or control over who they are. So this can just be somebody who has just a different idea completely about love and relationships. And maybe they don't talk about it or say it out loud because they're too busy trying to make everybody else happy. And their happiness is, they're dying inside. But I just feel like I need to say, if I'm talking to you, because I feel like I'm talking to somebody watching this video, there are other people out there like you. You know? People just don't have the courage to speak their truth, because we live in a world where everyone is so judgmental about everyone else's lives instead of fixing their own shit. Somebody could be scared of getting caught. Or somebody maybe has a fear of being seen for who they really are. Okay, here we go. And then we have jealousy come out, which is Mars in Aquarius. And this is fear of being cheated on. Jealousy is affecting the sex life, and perceived rivals inspire jealousy. You know, this is just confirmation of what we were feeling earlier, where somebody feels like somebody has a lot of options or a lot of attention or something like that. Then we have satisfaction, which is Mars and Leo, and it says orgasm, sexual needs are being met. Great sexual endurance. Leo again. Right away, I'm I'm drawn to a ring, so this could be a third-party situation or somebody who's in a marriage. Or somebody who feels some sort of like being held back from a connection, because held back's not the right word. Like you know how we were just talking about somebody who's worried about like what other people think, and like it would be something they would be okay with, but they're so worried about what other people would think. It's like that kind of a situation with somebody who's married. Like you would be okay with being or having sex or having a relationship with someone who is married if they're okay with stepping out of their marriage or whatever, but you are so worried about what other people would think, you feel like held back by that. And it's like, it kind of bothers you. It's almost like that religious factors thing. Like, you don't care. But you do. Because if it holds you back from going towards what you feel like would make you happy, this leap of faith, this erotic outburst, this thing you feel held back from, or you feel like has control over you, you feel like you would feel good or happy, but you're not going after your happiness. It's like somebody's thinking about what everyone else would think. Okay, we have Venus in Gemini. This card is eliminating its quantity to quality, cutting off distractions to focus on one lover, not focusing on new sexual conquests. My nose is itching again. What does that mean? I know somebody out there knows, and I know, but I can't think of it right now when you have an itchy nose. This could be somebody cutting people off to move towards something new, or this could be somebody wanting somebody who's in a marriage or a long-term relationship to cut somebody else out so that they can be with them, or they're worried that if they get with this person that, you know, their hopes are to be with them because they're their happiness, but they're worried that they won't cut this other person off. And that it's going to spark up this jealousy and this rivalry, and it's going to put them in this crazy state of mind. So they're trying to hold themselves back from moving towards this, even though I'm feeling so strongly that they want to. It's just like, if I can't have you, I'm not going to move towards you, because I know if I can't have you, I'm going to be crazy. Because it's like somebody, you'd be okay with sharing your partner with somebody, and somebody's okay with that because it means that they can have you, but they're not okay with that continuing if they're with you. Like, they want to be chosen. I hope that makes sense. Mars and Gemini. So we just had 2 Geminis and 1 Mars, 1 Venus. So this could be a Gemini couple. This could be somebody with a strong Gemini in their chart, guys. The proposal. This one always is like, huh? A very tempting sexual proposal, sexual innuendos in hopes to hook, okay? And then silent sexual invitation to a sex encounter. That last one, silent sexual invitation to a sex encounter. Every time I get this card, I ask somebody to tell me what the hell that means. Nobody has yet to say what it means, but I just don't get it. Is it like inviting someone to like hang out? Both people know it's not just gonna be hanging out, like you're gonna get it on, but nobody actually says that. I mean, is that what it means? So this is like sexting. The rose always stands out to me. This could be somebody who has bought you roses in the past. Your name could be Rose. Your nose, Rose, nose. I have to make jokes right now, guys, because it's literally driving me crazy. Can somebody not breathe? Somebody have allergies? Is like somebody have a beautiful nose? Somebody being nosy? Does somebody know? Venus and Gemini. We got Gemini again. This is memories. It's sexual nostalgia, sweet memories of past sexcapades, fantasies of past lovers during masturbation. Okay, so this is just somebody from your past. I hope you guys love me enough for that not to bother you guys. It is what it is. I'm trying to hang in there for you guys. We're in 54 minutes. So be patient with me while I dig up my nose. Somebody is missing somebody from the past that they feel maybe this strong connection with sexually. and they think about them a lot during sex or while they're masturbating. Really, really missing this connection a lot, this strong connection. If this is like a sexual union, you know, the feminine and masculine coming together and the Kundalini rising. I mean, like we talked about earlier, that's like an experience that changes your life. It's a sexual experience you've never had before. And it's like you go on a freaking journey, okay? And you'll never forget it. Oh, I just got the chills. I feel like I want to cry now. Somebody is really missing someone, and they're like really hurting. I'm sorry. That just like hit me really hard out of nowhere. The whole part of like, when I said I'll never forget, when that came out, it just like hit me. Like somebody really is having a hard time. Like they're never, like they can't forget somebody. Like they will never forget them. It feels almost haunting to me. Like it's so painful. It feels like it's so painful, the memory of this person, because I feel like there's a lot of love here, and they're like, you're not with this person. My nose isn't itching anymore. Wow. It makes me just want to cry more because I feel like the heaviness. It just makes me feel so much compassion for this person. And it fell right on, well, I put it down right on top of this slow death. Somebody just feels like they are dying without this person. Like they really miss this person. And maybe somebody's really trying to act like they're okay and they're fine and they're not. And I'm just getting this now too. Like somebody may be proposing to somebody else, like marry somebody else. And they're really like trying to move into this new direction and have a happy family and life. But they're really bound to this person still. I feel like it's even hurting them to move in this direction because they just feel like maybe they're supposed to be with you forever, but things are just moving in a different direction and they're trying to go with the flow of that. But like somebody is really hurting and like even trying to move forward with their life in this new direction, it's killing them inside. It's like they're almost thinking about like how much pain, I'm gonna cry again, this is gonna cause this other person. It's like they don't want to hurt you. They feel the same way. It's painful for them, and they know it's going to be like painful for you. Oh. I can't talk about it anymore. I'm not going to be able to get through the rest of the reading and more of that. I tried to channel in this energy, and it's like I'm at the point where if I continue on, there's no turning back. I'm going to have to stop the video. Is there anything else for Virgo? I just felt so much regret and like pain. On the bottom of the deck, we have Sex Sorceress, which is Venus and Aries. So this could be Aries. It's fire strong here. The passion is strong here, but natural ability to awaken your desires, channel sexual energy to lure in lovers, and they could practice sex magic. And I feel that like when you have sacred union sexually with somebody and it awakens you guys and the Kundalini is rising and all that, you can, you know, sex magic's happening. But when we get the one person's more spiritually, whatever it was, more spiritual than the other person, one person probably was already into this or practiced this before the union happened, but it awoke in them. That could have been something that they've talked about before having sex, like how we can manifest and, you know, use this magic. I am dreading pulling these cards, guys, or letting these cards talk. This could have been somebody, the childish card just flipped up to me, that you have children with, since you've known since you were a child, like you had a lifelong relationship with this person, or you've had past life relationships with this person, like you just know each other so well. You feel each other's pain. Like, I am so feeling what is going on here. This is a strong emotional bond. It's like nothing can break it. Somebody's needing all of the strength to just move forward, I feel like, because somebody feels like this just is not going to happen. This is projecting. This is like that Mars energy to me too. This is like destructive. This could have been something that was you guys were dealing with in the background. This is a lot. This is fighting, okay? This is somebody like refusing to see. It's like not liking all these things about your partner, all the things that brought you together. Like, you love them because of their free spirit. You love them because they were so sexy. But then over time, those things really, you start to hate them because of those things. But you are all those things too. And it just caused a lot of conflict and fighting. I'm getting this as two very attractive, sexy people that get a lot of attention. And one person's just more insecure than the other. But it caused a lot of conflict because they felt like this person just got a lot of attention. Like, I don't, it just feels like a lot of fighting. But they are also a very sexy person. I feel like they were just like sexy together. Like, I'm getting a very strong Emperor Aries energy. Like, somebody who just oozes sexiness without even trying. Like, it's just who they are, and that they aren't aware of it. And I think both people were like that. Like, most people look at them and be like, oh my God, there's something about them. They're so sexy. They saw that in each other, but not themselves. Okay? So this is like a power couple coming together and just beating each other down to nothing, to where there had to be this separation. And I think a lot of growth has happened here. Oh my God. I feel like I'm doing a personal reading for someone right now, and I need to stop because I'm just going more and more into it, and I'm gonna be here forever. What else do we have? I almost said for Aries, but what else do we have for Virgo? I'm not gonna flip it over yet. I'm gonna wait for one more card for Virgo. This person could have been a fighter, or they are a fighter in the sense of like they've been through a lot of battles, personal battles, their own personal demons. They've had a rough life, like the Phoenix rising. They're very strong because of everything they've been through, but it also makes them very hard and like protective of themselves, almost like on the defense all the time. What else do we have for Virgo? I'm here and flip this over first. Robotic. To me, this is somebody who, it feels like just going through the motions of life and like numb. Like, it's almost like this is the cards I was dealt in life, and I'm trying my best to go through the motions. Somebody just feels so broken down. I'm almost feeling a sense of like I could just be with them one more time. Like, somebody's really missing that connection, and they just want one more chance, or one more moment. Like, one more moment. Oh, I'm gonna cry again. Can I have one more card for Virgo? Judgmental. Somebody is really scared of the judgment. They can't see a way out. They're scared of what other people will think, all the judgment they would get. Superficial. This is somebody who cares too much about everyone else looking in and what they would think versus what will make them happy. Somebody feels really down for this connection, but I'm feeling strongly like they're not with this person. I'm going to wrap this up with the 2 decks for the twin flame messages, guys. To lighten up the mood, hopefully. I don't cry. If you're still here, please make sure you give this video a thumbs up, Virgo, and subscribe. If this is your story, you guys, I do my best to get back to you guys in the comments. Just let you know I see you, you know. And I'm just grateful for you guys. And I hope that this helped. This helped. I like to try to give as much details as possible. Here we go. It really was me, not you. I feel like this ties into that projecting. Like somebody really, really just had a lot of thoughts and feelings about the way that somebody was. And they're the same. And they see that now. I still remember the good times we shared. Don't get me started. The thought of you still does things to me. 100%, without a doubt. Anything else for Virgo? I'm just getting now that somebody really wishes that they had the chance, or if there was an opportunity or way that they could be with this person one last time. I'm getting it strongly, like sexually. Like they really are craving that connection, like that real connection they have with you. And like if they could find a way to like get away with it or have that with you, or sneak around. I'm also getting now too, there's something here that they could have a lot to do with like courts and judges, and like they're dealing with a lot of karmic justice right now. I'm just getting that somebody really wishes that they could find a way to be with you again, and nobody finding out, because it seems like a really huge concern here. Somebody could have another family, or I don't know. I'm also getting now too something about like going to work but not going to work, going to work but like saying it's business related, but it's like a way for them to see you or sneak to see you. I'm just feeling this strong urge to like want to put their hands on you. Like I'm feeling like the memories right now are haunting someone. One last pass for Virgo with this deck. I wish I had told you how much you really meant to me. But mean came out. So I feel like this is very much a present energy. You mean the world to them. Our last deck, guys. What else do we have for Virgo? I'm feeling somebody here is like a healer, sexual healer. Having sex with you is so healing for them. It's like they're on a high afterwards for days. Like it's just something they never experienced before. It does something to their soul. Somebody could have used hot wax, ritual sex, candles with sex. I'm seeing like candles all around sex. You are an angel. Oh. You could have saved somebody's life. And maybe somebody sees that now. Like, it's almost like they hurt the one they love the most. Like you really came into their life at a really dark time and saved them and helped them. And like, they feel like they owe you the world, like you mean everything to them, but they just feel so trapped and stuck in something. I can't handle your words right now. You could have spoke and like it shut somebody down or shut them out because it just brought all this back. I'm getting to like hearing your voice brings back all this stuff. You know, like you're fine and then you talk to them or you hear their voice and it triggers all of this stuff. All this emotion, all these memories, all these happy times, how much you really mean to them. Isn't it crazy how you can hear somebody's voice and it can have that much of an effect on you? You can smell someone and just all these memories come flooding back into your mind. It's wild. Okay. I'm finally feeling the consequences of my actions. I feel like this is in such a bigger level than just that. Like consequences with decisions they've made in their life when I'm feeling like dealing with the justice system and judges and karma and all that. But like, it's like taking accountability for their part in the way that things went. It's like someone's finally seeing that now, like the destruction that they've caused. And we're projecting it onto you. And they're just really in the thick of it, man. Anything else for Virgo? I feel badly for the way that I treated you. You didn't deserve that. I'm going to wrap it up there, guys. On the bottom of the deck, I wish I could take back the things I said. We are ending it where we started it. Somebody said a lot of things. They were just immature and they're the kind of person that talked to hurt and they did a lot of hurt, I feel like. Okay, Virgo, that is your July 2020 18+ reading. Please make sure you give this video a thumbs up, subscribe. If it's your story, let's talk about it in the comments down below. Thank you guys so much if you're still here for sticking around for this time. I appreciate it and I know you guys appreciate it and I'm grateful and I know you're grateful. So I'll see you guys again soon. I wish you guys the best. This was a heavy read. Thank you so much. Bye.